All right, how's it going today? Man, we getting well into the end of close to the end of January. Man, I'm gonna tell you, the 2023, man, things started off bizarre, but we hit the ground running. I tell you, it's gonna be a fast and furious year. But look, so y'all wonder why, even you guys, gang stalkers. All right, so I'm back after a week. I got suspended. All right, so there was some things that I discussed about this monster that we had 3 years ago, all right, and also like a remedy. And I thought that I, had the resources and all that, okay, and just put it like that. I got suspended for a week, all right. I tried to appeal it, all right, even quoted the sources and everything, but you know, and I lost the appeal. So maybe I needed that time off. I really took that time off maybe to reflect on myself, and really I think that the Most High is exposed me to, a couple of things about all the news that is out there, okay, about how people really are amongst each other. I mean, you get some of these podcasters, all right, and yes, I am a targeted individual, that they are so ruthless that they cut down each other, okay? And this is supposed to be more what of a brotherly thing, okay? They're all Masons, okay, or in frats. They don't, the news and so forth, they don't report all the crime. Actually, the UCR, I learned this, UCR only reports about 38% of their crime, okay? But how I think I'm exposed or was exposed about how much really is out there, and maybe in the end of the day, I can't do but so much. No matter how many subscribers that I have, no matter how small or large your channel that you have, you can't do but so much. So that being said, I was thinking about how I wanted to start back off. Okay, um, and I wanted to talk about Ed Reed. I was thinking about this the last couple of days. To me, it was like I just thought maybe it was like a business, I don't know, business thing. And I ran across a couple of articles, but particularly one with Roland Martin, all right, where he basically broke it down. Now, let me say this, all right. I did see the article on Twitter. He made an article to his players. A speech to his players after the fact. And then before the fact, he had criticized the school, Bethune-Cookman University. Just a little rundown. He was hired as the football coach. If you know who Ed Reed is, he played for Baltimore for many years. Went to University of Miami. Played with a whole bunch of guys, like pretty much the whole team that he played on that year. I think it was 2000, 2001. Went to the NFL. Okay, they had a lot of great players in that class, but nevertheless, he played safety for Baltimore. Won a couple of he won one Super Bowl, and then again he was hired for a football coach at Bethune. The contract didn't start yet, okay, but he was fired, okay, for making criticizing comments about the maintenance in the school. I did see the tape, and yeah, he went off, okay, and as a result, the school, they fired him. Well, let me say this: a couple of things, all right. Although for my experience, although I did get a bachelor's and my master's for white schools, I started my first 2.5 years off at a black institution, or HBCU, Norfolk State University, back home where I'm from Hampton, Virginia. All right, and we have a slew of HBCUs in the state of Virginia. Okay, um, so I have enough experience to talk on that. Okay, uh, I think that is galvanized the comments probably for Bethune-Cookman and probably other black schools, maybe to show more pride, in the university, the living conditions, the maintenance, and all that. Okay, to improve a better quality of life for people, for the students and all that. And let me say this: I'm not bashing. I'm not just going to talk about HBCUs, okay? But this is an issue that they have on many universities, but particularly small schools, okay? And I'll say it like this: a lot of these schools, all right, these teachers are underpaid, all right, they are underfunded. They are seen by many of the larger schools, white schools, as inferior. Although I do believe that over the years that HBCUs are getting more, respect and all that. Okay, but smaller schools in general. Okay, your Division 2 and 3 schools that they're going to be looked at as such, and for people to come out and those schools and do well with the sports or the corporate world, you have to be very, very determined. Okay, um, but I think that definitely does, and maybe it's something that the school needs. Okay, maybe to galvanize again. I don't want to keep going on with the same words, but to do things better. Okay, so that was the point. I get it. Uh, but you want to look at this. There's a scripture in the Bible that there was a guy that was mistreating his donkey. The donkey's all like, I'm your donkey. Uh, you can't be mistreat me, and I'm the one that's trying to help you. I'm your helper. Okay. Same with your woman or your man. Okay. Especially if she's a good one. But before I digress, here's what I'm saying. Okay, that Bethune Cookman was his employer. Those people were employed Ed Reed, no matter what he felt about the staff personally. And again, these schools are already getting bad rap with all the issues that they already have. You know what I'm saying? With the quality, I guess, I don't know, the quality of these, universities and all that. Okay, things like, uh, let's say, funding misappropriation. All right. Uh, I know a couple of schools that lost their accreditation. I spoke on that when I talked about Deion Sanders. All right, because of misappropriation of funds and that type of stuff. Okay, and no matter how good you do at the school, okay, and shout out to the HBCUs that are taking care of business. You're always going to get a president, or maybe, I don't know, somebody that is in quality control and leadership. No matter, they're going to feel as though they're going to want more for themselves, and some may have that type of power to where they can get a little bit more for themselves. Okay, but the one thing you want to see is that they are your employers, um, and it's probably not. It's well, I'm gonna say probably. It's not professional to air out, your employer's dirty laundry. There's certain things that should be kept, like in house. That should have been a more so in house thing. So it's kind of like one of the things where, okay, they put us out in public, all right, for the whole world to see, what, on TikTok or what, YouTube. So it's kind of like one of the things where that he was a character threat to the university. All right, so it's one of the things where, okay, that they had to fire him to be able to maintain order in the university. Okay, they can't have that. All right, that you got an employee that they are employing that's trying to buck the university. That's what happened right there. That's a business decision, and again, it's not. This happens all over the country. I want to say in closing, and again, that I just think that it's one of the things. If you have a problem with your employer, or if there's like staffing or manning issues or whatever, that needs to be something that needs to be, again, taken to HR or taken to in house. Okay, so I want to leave it with that, and thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, share, and let me know your thoughts on this video.